The army generals has now pleaded with Nnamdi Kanu to drop his weapon and move in for dialogue, to come to Nigeria for proper dialogue. And this making sense, or does it not make sense? The Army Chief of Staff urges aggrieved Nigerians to drop arms, seek dialogue. Shegun Awo Fadeji in Bauchi, the Chief of Army Staff, late General Tourid Lagbaja, has declared that it is only in a peaceful atmosphere that the economy of any country could progress. You see, one for one and one for all, we must understand that the gimmick who played the game of emotions are now understanding their very, very own mistakes. And by so doing, we can truly, without defaulting, come in contact with the external force. And that alone will be in the circle of reference, in the big day and in the previous moments. It all starts with who knows and ends with who says. But if we may duly understand this, we should take every example that has been labeled, and by so doing, we can help ourselves real good, real good, to reap the fruits of the labor. Now hear this and hear it clearly. A lot has happened lately, and many consumable facts will continue to happen because many thought that the game is a child's play. We have duly understood and represented ourselves well in order not to be derailed from the actual truth. We must quickly understand that every circle of knowledge starts from those who have been marginalized. You see, there's this popular adage that says, as long as the lion never learns to write, his hunt will always glorify the hunter. And this is where the story begins. That the possible means we continue to waver, proceed into that very circle of reference where everybody will understand the gimmick side of what we have been trying to pursue. And that's where it begins to make sense. That a lot of things have been thrown in impossible directions. Whether you like it or not, games will be played, feelings will be made, and if possible, words would be taken the way it should be taken. And by so doing, a lot of people will be hurt in the process. But what truly matters is that the circle now understands what it truly takes to presume the proper knowledge. And if care is not taken, everybody will make this mistake. So Biafra is not stopping at nothing. And whatever that is giving the advice, you first of all take the advice of Ujugu, who said, restructure the country. You fought for it. And now, very soon your soldiers will get tired of fighting for you. The generation that is going to protest against this corrupt government has come. Nnamdi Kanu has just regained his freedom, as his lawyer has confirmed the necessary body is pushing for it. Hopes are high Nnamdi Kanu will regain freedom soon, Deputy Speaker. This is a big win, and one of the biggest wins is that Biafra Republic is about to happen, and when it eventually happens, everything will come to retaliation. You see, we cannot be submerged into becoming. We must understand that the strategies that the zoo are using may not be enough. But what is more enough is we cannot sit down and watch ourselves fall because of some people who hate Biafra. Here's what Aloy Jimako said. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has assured Nigerians, has assured the Biafrans that the 10th leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will soon regain his freedom. It is very clear that the discussion has started. They ought to release him. You see what is going on in Kenya now? It was in Kenya they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. The president of Kenya, the government of Kenya, handed over Simon Ekpa for 1 billion. They handed over Simon Ekpa. They sold Simon Ekpa to the Nigerian government. And today, the young youth are retaliating. They say they are tired of the corruption. They are tired of the corrupt government. Very tired. And that is why I keep saying it. That the time for freedom has come. It all depends. It is no longer a discussion that should be bemused or should be kept in the mood. I'm telling you that before few months from now, Nnamdi Kanu is going to regain his freedom. And not just his freedom. He ought to continue where he stopped. Because many Biafrans are waiting for him. The moment he comes out and derail and starts speaking in the language of the zoo, he will instantly lose his follow. Nobody will take him serious the way nobody takes Wazirike serious anymore. And that is just the truth. It's shameful that the Nigerian government could not stop kidnapping, could not stop the terrorists that is behind their back, at their backyard, but could travel thousands of kilometers